back to Live Naked Cars. My name's Nick. My dad and I do reviews on cars. We've got a pretty special show for you today. We've got a few Volkswagens here. I'm going to let them kind of do an introduction and then we'll get going.
I'm Ken Green, Club Nomadenvolk, and this is my 1962 L380 Turkish convertible.
My name's Dan Finley. This is my Type 34 65 Karmann Ghia.
Larry Arrieta, 1963 Beetle sedan hardtop.
Josh Finley, we got a 1961 VW convertible.
Sweet, it's gonna be fun. Let's do it. Hey Ken, thank you so much for doing this.
You're welcome.
We're here looking at his 62 convertible bug. So we'll touch on a few specs of it. What's the size of the motor? Any specs you want to talk about?
It's 1962 Beetle, as you said. It's original L380 Turkish green, but we shot a little gray in there just to give it a little offset color because I knew that I wanted to go with gray top, gray interior. I'm happy with the way it came out. Most people like it. Motor spec is a 2110 with a freeway flyer transmission. You Volkswagen guys know what that means. I got the original Rossi headlights, so I'm kind of proud of them. I bought these in 1978 and they've been on all of my Volkswagens. I've had at least 3 prior to the convertible. I've owned the convertible for about 5 years now. It's a full pan-off restoration and it couldn't have been done without the help of my parents, my wife, and my good friends. So
sweet.
The alloys are original Porsche alloys, which I'm pretty proud of too. Paid $400 for them back in '78. Now they're worth a lot more. '78 they cost me an arm and a leg, and I thought, oh my God, I'm spending $400 on a set of rims. It's original but yet custom. It's got disc brakes all around, front and back. It's got a freeway flyer transmission, like I mentioned. The inside's pretty stock. Its color is a gray. I got the Roby flat 4 fender guards and scrape plates for the running boards. Got the fog lights, and of course I've got the V-dub. What's the Mark's name, guys?
V-dub hub.
V-dub hub strap in the front. I can't forget Mark on that because Mark takes care of us.
And so how long have you been into the Volkswagen?
I've been into Volkswagens since 1977, bought my first one right out of high school. I've owned 3 since, 1 Karmann Ghia, and I've settled on this, probably my last. I don't think I'll do any more. This was an arm and a leg, cost a lot of money, and a lot of headaches, a lot of bloody knuckles, and cold dinners, and you guys know, you Volkswagen, any car guy knows. It's a labor of love. I love this car. I'll hang on to it for as long as I can. My daughter hopes to get it, maybe, maybe one day.
Is she gonna keep it in the family?
I don't know. We'll see. I mean, who knows? But for now, it's in the family. It's not going anywhere. I'm having a good time driving it with my friends. Dan, Larry, Josh. Got a shout out to Noel, who's not here. 66 red convertible Karmann Ghia, which is absolutely gorgeous. But he's having a baby, so congrats, Noel.
Good for him. Sweet. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome, guys.
We're gonna jump to some other cars.
You're welcome.
All right, we're here with Dan. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. With his 65 Type 3 Karmann Ghia. So yeah, just give us a little review on the car. Anything you want to talk about? Motor, transmission.
Motor is stock, 1500. Alloy wheels, custom steering wheel. Still working on it. Had it February of last year. Bought it. Flew to Spokane, Washington. Had it towed home. Paid cash for it that night and hopped on the plane the next morning. I've enjoyed it ever since. I've wanted one for about 6 years, and I knew I wanted one painted because I didn't want to go through what I see my friend Ken go through and everybody else. So I wanted one that was painted. I've owned 2 other Karmann Ghias, a bus, and I currently own a convertible bug as well.
Yeah.
Basically, it's stock. It's just lowered. They made from like November of 61 till July of 69, 42,520, something like that. You couldn't buy this in America at a dealership. You had to bring it over if you wanted one. Currently, right now, there's registered like 540 in America. Basically 1,581 as of September registered. There's a lot of other ones that are in somebody's barn or on the side of their house and they're not accounted for at the moment.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a unique car.
Yeah, so it's pretty rare.
Yeah, people don't recognize it. They don't know it. They'll go, I've been in cars for years, never seen one. You go to Volkswagen shows, it can be the only one there.
Yeah.
At big car shows. it can be the only one.
And so there, you were saying something about its nickname or something, it's Razor's Edge, or how?
Yeah, that referred to big body Karmann Ghia, Razor's Edge, Type 3 Ghia. I like European Karmann Ghia. It works the best.
Easier?
It's easier for people to comprehend.
Yeah. So there wasn't, when you bought it, there wasn't much that you had to do necessarily with the motor or anything like that?
No, no, it was drivable.
And you want to keep it original?
Yeah,
as the value?
yeah, I don't, well, I just don't want to listen to the motor.
Yeah. So you like
it's
it
fun.
quieter?
It's fun to get on the freeway without having to drive in the ice plant for 100 yards
Yeah.
until you get enough speed, but yeah, I like the quietness of the car.
Sweet. Hey, well, thank you so much, Dan. I appreciate it. I'm gonna hop to some other cars. All right. Thank you so much, Larry. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Scott is 63 Beetle sedan. So yeah, I mean, talk about the motor, transmission, or whatever you want to talk on.
My first car was a 1963 Beetle sedan. I always wanted to do a body off restoration, never had the opportunity. The other car was always an everyday driver, and when you're young, you don't have the money or the funds to do what you want to do. This time around, I was able to do a total body off inspiration. Inspired by my brother-in-law, Ken Green. I got out of the Beetles probably for about 20 years almost, and was inspired back by my brother-in-law. Said, "Hey, why don't you get another car?" I said, "Nah, I don't want another one." Yeah, okay. So one day, for a joke, he was at the Pomona swap meet, and because I always told him I wanted to take a total beater and rebuild it and do it the way I always wanted to do it. And he came back one day with 3 numbers for me to call. He said, "Hey, I got these numbers for you, and they're beaters, man. They're on their way to the junkyard." So
he did the scouting for you.
Yeah, he basically did the scouting. You know, back in 2007, he was out at Pomona swap meet and came back with those numbers and called me up. Didn't think I was going to do it, but the very next day, I called one guy, and the first one I went to see, it was a 63, and it was everything I wanted. It was beat up. It was headed for the junkyard. So I said, all right, I'll buy it. So I bought it for $750, towed it home, called him up, told him, "Hey, I bought that car, one of the cars that you gave me the numbers." He said, "No way, you're going to get back into it?" I said, "Yeah." So I'm going to get back into it. So I took every nut and bolt off, called him up one day. He came down to the shop, separated the pan. I got a little anxious and had it pre-separated before he got there, and, "Hey, why didn't you wait?" But I started taking it apart, and then did what I finally never had the opportunity to do, and that's put it together. It's got a 2275 motor. It's a 2-liter. It's got disc brakes all the way around, narrowed front end, 3-inch narrowed beam. It's got adjustable racing spring plates in the back for rear end, and it's just it's been a labor of love. It's been a lot of fun, and I'll hang on to it for as long as I can.
So how long have you had it?
I've had it since December of 2007.
Okay.
I got it back onto the road August of 2011, and it's been rolling ever since. Been to a lot of shows and having a lot of good times with our Club Nomadenvolk and good friends, and meeting other people, and just getting back in and having a good time with it.
And so how long did it take you to get everything together?
Well, as everybody knows, when you're rebuilding a car and doing a total body off restoration, the biggest issue and problem is always paint and body. So it sat in paint and body for about a year. After I got it out, put it back together, 4 months, was back, all back together. But the longest time is always paint and body.
Yeah.
Now, fortunately for me, it was only a year. Other guys struggle, and it's 3-4 years. And I just knew some guys at the right place at the right time, and was able to do it, although they still had it for a year.
Yeah. Cool. Well, hey, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, we're here with Josh. Thank you so much with his 61 VW convertible.
Hi, how you doing?
Good. Yeah, so anything you want to talk about, motor, even exterior stuff, just whatever. Let's do a little review of it.
Hi, this is a 1961 VW convertible. It was my dad's first car. He purchased it pretty much in 1982, 81. It's been painted this color since about 82. I've been driving it for the last couple years since he's purchased this other car. A couple things about the car is it's a 1776 engine. We have some South African Star rims on it.
That's pretty cool.
Adjustable front beam has been lowered a little bit, and we have custom interior.
Sweet. And so how long did your dad have it?
Well, he's had it
since, been in the family?
It's been in the family since 1981.
Wow.
And so pretty much it was started as stock VW, and throughout the years we did a couple modifications and lowered it and got it up to date.
Did you tell him if he's ever thinking about getting rid of it, you got to give it to me?
Oh, that's a must. Yeah, it will be in the family for a long time.
Cool. Sweet. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank you.
that was a blast. Thank you guys all so much for coming out. I really appreciate it. Please give us a big thumbs up. Please subscribe and hit that notification button. See you next time.